Good evening. It's another episode of the Overgrown Third Graders podcast. You have myself, T3 Collects, and Beastie Radio here today as your host. Tonight's episode, Cyborg Soda will not be making it. He has prior engagements, so it'll just be the two of us with our guest, EC Collecting. But before we bring him on, we're going to talk some stuff today. Beastie and I are going to talk some stuff. Why? Because why not? This is what we do.
Okay.
So, today, which is Sunday when we're pre-recording
No,
this.
it's Tuesday. This is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is. See,
we were just talking about this. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were at the Sacramento Toy Show on Sunday. That's where I got messed up. So what did you think? What was your overall reaction to that toy show? Your first toy show,
my first,
second. So
nice. It had been a long time since I'd even been to a card show. So I mean, I was probably 14 or so the last time I was at one of those. So I've done a lot of reading and glancing on, the social medias, and I had an idea of what a big one could be like, and what a little one could be like, and this is just above little, I think. It was in the one of the Hiltons in Sacramento, but it was a good congested area, and I guess yesterday was a lot more busy from what you heard. We'll get into that a little bit, but I thought it was pretty cool. It was very Hot Wheels, Matchbox, and like die-cast car heavy, because that was also a portion of the toy show itself. Like Friday was all cars and collectibles. I think it's a group that is all into Hot Wheels that put it on. I should have gotten more info on that. I'll do that in the feature. But I personally, I was hoping for more vintage. There was a lot of stuff you can find on pegs right now. I mean, stuff could have been there yesterday and it just got swiped out or swiped.
True.
Because I mean, I did see that OG Optimus Prime, Hot Rod, and a few other Transformers that when I left that one room and I came back just showing my son around, they were gone. So stuff could have gotten gobbled up, or people didn't bring their best stuff out because this is the second time they've done it.
Yeah.
So they could be just people are trying to see if it's worth it or not. I really don't know. I didn't talk to the vendors about that, but I thought it was a cool experience. I can't wait to check it out in the future and see what they do. Maybe get some autographs then, like Peter Cullen and Frank, Megatron's voice. They were there signing autographs and taking pictures, and then John Ratzenberg from Cheers and Toy Stories and all the Pixar movies, he was there. Then some other stunt doubles, Vin Diesel's stunt double, and then some other just character players and shows that I'm not familiar with, but yeah, there's a lot of potential for it for sure. What did you think?
I agree. I mean, it was only their second year doing it, and it wasn't bad at all. I mean, for, making it a day trip out of it, I mean, not bad.
Oh, yeah.
There was there wasn't a lot of vintages, like you said, but there was some vintage Power Ranger stuff, which I got footage of. It was kind of interesting to see that because you don't see that very often anymore. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff on pegs that you would find in the store. There was a lot of Star Wars presents. I figured there's going to be a ton of Funko Pops. I mean, there was some, but they were not like a ton. There was a really good deal on a McFarlane Gold Label Walmart exclusive King Shark for $35. But then after looking on the Walmart app, it's still available online. So,
But it cost less at the show, right? Yeah. It was like $5 less.
$5 less. So, not bad. But it was cool to see because I've never seen it in person. I did pick up an item that I've been hunting for like a year or two. I got a good deal. I offered $20 and the dude took it. So that was awesome. A Captain America that I've been looking for. I'm trying to think. Like you said, a lot of cars. It was very die-cast heavy. But my son was.
But there were some cool ones. There were some cool ones that I had no clue about. Like, there I mean, there could be people that are watching this right now be like, "Oh, you're such a dumbass, Todd," or Beastie Radio, whatever you want to call me. But like, it's not a realm that I jump into. I had a bunch of my Matchbox and Hot Wheels growing up, but it's if I find a fun one here and there, I'll grab it. But it's not all my things. But there was a motorhome, a Breaking Bad motorhome.
Yeah.
It was
Yes.
so awesome. I did not ask how much it was, especially since it's probably a good thing because you found something that was ridiculously priced. But that's to me, it could be its going rate, and but $80 for a car seems really questionable. What was that? That
It
$80 one?
was what was it? Scooby Doo Mystery
Yeah.
Machine and
Hmm.
like a truck and trailer.
Yeah.
Because Sleeping Collectibles, who we've had on the podcast before, he's a big Hanna-Barbera fan, and every time I see stuff like that here, I just take a picture and send it to him. I'm like, "Hey, do you have this?" I sent it to him, and I was just like, he was like, "Oh, that's cool," and I was like, "Yeah, it was cool until the dude told me $80." And I was like, dang. I'm like, I don't know how old it is. It could be brand new. I don't know. I don't follow
Right.
Hot Wheels or the diecast world like my cousin and my son do. So, yeah, it was like breathing in a bunch of hot air. I was all, but yeah, but pretty cool overall experience. I do look forward to our local one in our watering hole here in our town.
Hmm.
That's in October, so I'll be going to that. So that should be fun. But yeah,
Dude, yeah, I think I found the deals of the day though.
you did.
I'm
You
into
found
I'm
some great
into
deals.
I'm into San Francisco Giants bobbleheads. I got a really good deal. Two out of box, two in box. One of the inboxes is and I will be taking this out. I put them on display. It's coming along. You guys will be able to see that in the future. But Brandon Crawford, Star Wars. He's one of the Sith troopers. That one I'll tell you the price. I got that for $10. Like, yeah, I was stoked on that. Plus the Buster Posey, Madison Bumgarner, Stormtrooper or Clone Trooper. I'll have to double check on them. Out of box though, still, and then got a little Woodstock bobblehead for the Giants. So those were really cool. And I got a couple of Wolverines because I need some Wolverines for this setup I'm working on. But yeah, I was happy with my scores. I think I won today.
Well, you did, yeah, because the only thing
That
I
that,
got
that deal,
was yeah.
I got lucky. And so here's something we found out going on a Sunday, which I've heard before, but actually had it happen to me. It was like, I'm just trying to get rid of stuff now. I don't want to carry this back. Somebody's like, I inherited a lot of this. I've made plenty of money. I don't want to pack it all up. Help me out. So some good deals can be done on a Sunday afternoon or morning if they're just itching to get out. And I was like, I will be happy to help you out. Wish I could have gotten the rest of them. He had two Chewbacca bobbleheads and a Death Star baseball, which is just stuff that's right up my alley. But I was like, no, let's just cut off here. I'm happy. Move on.
Yeah, there was so much stuff I wanted, but I was very good. I just bought one item. I bought my son a bunch of Porsche Hot Wheels because he collects Porsche Hot Wheels or Hot Wheels in general, but Porsches mainly. So I held off buying a lot of stuff. I got the Captain America Infinity War Marvel Legends that I've been hunting for.
Mm-hmm.
From it's a Walmart exclusive, and our Walmart here never got it. The furthest it came was Sacramento, actually. So
The closest it came.
yeah, closest it came. See, I'm retired, dude.
Shut
Anyway,
up, Todd.
anyway, moving on. So we have a couple topics with our guests that we're going to bring on here in a minute. Here,
Hey, check out our videos on the
yes.
on the Toy Con. They should
So
be up by the time you guys see this.
yes, I'll be working on mine late tonight, and then you'll have yours up.
Whenever I feel
So
like it.
so those will be up this week. I have a toy hunt from this prior week that'll be up also. So we'll have 2 hunt videos, and then we'll have another podcast on Thursday with toy
We'll be
chats.
live.
So we'll be live for that one. So that'll be fun. Anyway, two topics. Gosh, I'm getting off base here. Topics for today. So Todd or Beastie, do you remember the topics for today?
No. Yes. No. You're making me think too much right now.
So topic number 1 is diamonds in the rough, places that get
Yes.
overlooked when you toy hunt. So that's topic number 1. Topic number 2 is what toy from the 80s would you expect to make a comeback? So that's the 2 topics today. We're going to ask our guest today, which is EC Collecting. So let's bring in this gentleman. Welcome.
What's up?
What's up,
What's
my
up?
friend?
How's it going?
It's going, man. We appreciate you coming on. This is fantastic, man.
Sounded like you guys had some fun today.
Yes. Well, we
Little
did on
bit.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit, just a little bit.
Or Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. Because today's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We're a little off today. It's
Yeah, a
been a
little
long
off.
day.
You guys, T3 confused me.
Yes.
Mhm.
A lot of confusion going on, a lot of moving parts going on all week. So, hey, well, this is what we do. We like to confuse people. No, not really. So anyway, Colin, how's your week been hunting?
It's been better.
Yeah?
More and more. It's been a lot better, actually. Yeah. Starting to see, like, I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of Star Wars. See, it's hard for me though because like when it comes to Star Wars, Marvel, DC, I'm very picky. Like there's like like I don't go and collect like a whole Marvel Legends line. If like it's like Spider-Man, Venom, like
Okay.
that's it for Marvel. Like,
Mhm.
and then even like Star Wars. So I'm big into like horror stuff. Ninja Turtles is huge for me, and I don't see a lot of that stuff, and it sucks.
Yeah.
So I usually end up buying a lot of stuff for my son because he's into all the Marvel, all the DC video game stuff. So
Mhm.
usually my hunts end up turning into what am I buying for my 7-year-old?
Yep.
But I don't know. Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
for the
my
last
7-year-old.
yeah for the last few months I've seen nothing on store shelves, and now I'm actually starting to see stuff. So it's looking
And
good.
where you at?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Nice, Milwaukee. Nice.
And I mean, I have a lot of stores to go to, but they've just all been empty. I mean,
Yeah.
and I mean, I'll go to film a toy hunt, and there'll be like nothing. I'm like, I'm not posting this. Like, it's the same thing as yesterday. Why am I gonna post this? So like, I
Yeah.
don't know. So I'm happy. Like, I've been seeing new stuff, and yeah,
You got well, you have actually like besides like like Walmarts and Targets and stuff like that. You have actual like toy shops.
What?
Well, in the
yeah,
area, I'm assuming, right? Yeah, because I
yeah.
know
We
my
do.
cousin.
My
He's so my cousin. Sorry, my cousin. He grew up where we live, but he lived in um, Madison, Wisconsin for I don't know how long. But he goes back every year to go visit his grandma. And I was telling him about some toy shop. I think it's called Atomic or something like that. I don't
yeah.
remember, but yeah,
There's only a couple I go to because they're kind of. I mean, they're not the like I'm trying to think of like what that bits and buttons. There's
oh
nothing
yeah,
like that, like a whole display case full of retro Ninja Turtles. Like I never. I'm lucky if I see a retro Ninja Turtle here. Like so. I mean, the best one I had was one real close to my house. It was like all. It was basically all horror stuff, and he had props and everything in there. He
oh
used to have
sweet,
the guy that played Freddy Krueger would come in all the time. Like he was a
What?
really, but he recently died, and his wife and daughter sold everything off, so we lost the best one we had. But
dang,
I mean, I'll stop at them every once in a while, and it'll be a hit or miss. Like, but they're nothing too crazy. So I usually do those like once or twice a month, and then every other it's usually like my Target, Walmart, and I'll save the other ones for our topic. But
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the toy show that we were just at, I filmed a bunch of vintage on card Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
I was like, could not believe it. I was like, I have not seen these since I was probably like 10.
And they were
Um,
clean too.
yeah, they were clean
They
too.
were
Yeah,
clean.
yeah.
What were they asking for them?
$100. Like every single
Yeah.
one was $100, and I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah, that seems about right. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Actually, seems pretty good. I mean, I've seen them down here for like $300-$400 a piece. Like
oof.
What?
insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, do you have the
So
whole Ninja Turtle line from the 90s?
Not all of it. No.
No.
No. Yeah. I got a lot of them, but I won't order. I don't know. I really am against like paying resellers and shit. So
Right.
I mean, I'll run into them or know somebody, but I'm in no hurry. Like eventually I'll find the stuff. I mean, if I
Right.
had it all right now, my journey would be over. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you
Good
know,
point.
I tell people all the time, like, whatever you do not pay somebody on eBay. Like, you'll find it, you'll get it.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, yeah.
That's a good point.
I will not. I won't pay like those extreme prices. I just won't do it.
No, I won't do that either. That's
No.
why this Captain America I bought for $20. I could have bought it on. I think Walmart still has it. It's still like 30 or something, and then eBay it's 35 plus. And I was just like, I'm gonna wait it out. Eventually, I'll find it. And lo and behold, found it. And yeah, like you said, like the wait game is the best payoff really to find
Hmm.
what you want. So yeah,
I mean, so you might. Chances are you'll find it cheaper eventually. I mean, it's just
Mhm.
there's always going to be somebody that needs money that needs to get rid of it, or like not to take advantage of them or anything. I'm good. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm all right if you want to pay $5-10 extra for depending on how much it is retail. I mean,
right.
don't pay $10 extra for a $5 toy, but I mean, I
Right,
don't know.
right.
It depends. I mean, I'm really against it. I hate those
No, that's what.
bastards. Like,
Plus, I was telling T3 earlier. He ended up saying no, it's not going to happen. But I was like, whatever it was like a $30 figure. I was like, yeah, just wait, dude. It'll be at Ross or TJ Maxx by Christmas time. It's like, no. What was that? It was a two figure thing, huh? It was that double
Uh,
figure? Spider-Man and
oh yeah, the Spider-Man, the Renew Your Vows 2 pack with him and Mary
oh
Jane that just
yeah,
came out.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
especially if it just
T3.
came out. I mean,
yeah.
that's like those what do you like those those NECA gargoyle figures.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
was freaking out around Holothon for like the Demona and uh the dog one. I mean, now I've been seeing them at every Target I walk into, and it's like, I mean, unless you had to have it right that second, like, come on.
Right.
Yeah. I know. I've been seeing those more and more actually at our
Yeah,
Target, and we saw them today actually, or Sunday,
they'll
at
be
the
sitting.
Target we visited. Yeah.
They're gonna sit unless they're the four turtles. NECA figures will sit on the shelves. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have the NECA Turtles?
oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you have which ones do you have? Do you have the movie
I,
ones and the animated ones?
I have the quarter scale movie ones, and
Okay.
then everything else is animated.
Okay.
I'll get the movie like the smaller movie ones. It just that wasn't a big priority at the time that they came out.
Right.
So I think I don't even know if I'll get the ones from the second movie. I'm not sure. I might pick them up. I might not. I don't know.
Yeah, to me, that's like a cash grab in a sense because it's literally the same figure with different, I think, a different head sculpt and different accessories. That's
Yeah, and they
it.
look kind of goofy to me. If I'm being honest, I mean I'm a huge turtle fan, but I'll tell you if I don't like, and I don't know. I just think they look they look weird. I don't know. And I
So who's
never
your
really
favorite turtle? This is an important question. Who's your favorite turtle? Everybody.
Mine's Donatello.
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo.
I,
Yeah.
I was hoping we'd all be different. That would have been cool.
growing up, Michelangelo was my favorite, but somewhere it changed and it became Donatello.
Nice.
Donatello, he's the techie one, the nerd, the one that makes everything go. So yeah, I could see that. I would. Well, I can't change my answer now. Shoot.
Is Raphael the lowest on everybody's list?
I don't know. I think
No,
a lot.
actually, I like Raphael a lot. Actually,
I'd say most people like Raphael more than any of them. Well, I think
Really?
yeah,
Raphael
that's usually who
and
I always hear.
Michelangelo.
I always
Oh,
either hear Raph or Michelangelo. It's
yeah.
either of those two, but I'm a big Casey Jones fan too.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I love
Nice.
Casey Jones.
I think he's probably like one of the most what sought after like action figures when it comes to Ninja Turtles besides the Ninja Turtles. So he's
Yeah,
like the
probably.
close second to everybody else. Yeah. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
Shredder. Nope. Casey Jones. That's who it
Yep.
is for sure. It's so funny. Man. So tell us a little bit about your collecting and like what got you into it. Um, what was the first thing you started with?
I would say I was always kind of a collector. It started with movies. I've
Okay.
always been into movies, and like I would grab like little things here and there. Like I remember, I think one of the first things I had movie related was it wasn't a bobblehead, but it was like a Scream figure, a ghost face Scream
Yeah.
figure.
Okay.
Actually, this is it right here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I got this from like a Spencer's or something. I mean, I've had this forever. I don't even know how I still have it, but I would say like right after high school, that's when my mom started working at Toys R Us again, and it just took off after that. And it was
That's awesome.
Predator. Predator. I was at first it was all Predator stuff, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna start getting the stuff I used to have again. So
Mhm.
it just took off. I mean, but I've always been a collector of some what. It's, I mean, I have tons of movies. So it started with movies and just then went into stuff from movies, and a lot of it was like props. Like I remember that I had to have the Nostromo hat from the Alien movie.
Okay.
The one that Brett wears. I had to have that, so I have like three of those now. Like, yeah, I wanted to actually like start like a where just you made props from the movies.
Okay. Yeah.
Like let's say the rain jacket from Jurassic Park or whatever something because people want that stuff, but I don't know.
Mhm.
Never did it.
Yeah. That's
Maybe
true.
someday because I love having that shit. I don't know about you.
so your so you could say like your love of movies is what got you into the collecting part of it. Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think we all have similar backgrounds because I mean I worked at an independent movie. I don't even know video store. Then I went to the big leagues and worked at I call it big leagues Blockbuster for a long, long time. So I had like every film at my hands. Yeah, at one time I had like I don't even know 3 or 4 thousand DVDs and VHS at one point. So yeah, I feel like the more and
Did you
more
have
we,
Did you have it? Did you have it all inventoried?
I, I did. So yes, I did.
Because I was say that's pretty accurate number, 3,400. I mean,
Somewhere in that
that.
range. I don't remember. Like
See,
maybe
yeah,
a thousand.
you actually counted them, didn't you?
Yeah, because I also knew
Didn't
when they
you?
were being borrowed from people, like oh, can I borrow that? I would be like, oh, that's missing. Like I knew it
Oh,
right
all the
away.
DVDs that I've lost from or traded with friends accidentally.
Yeah. I still wonder how many people still have my movies.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
I, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure. Like my younger sister still has a bunch of DVDs that I forgot all about, or I like to buy them again, thinking I don't have it. That happens a lot too.
I always thought it was funny, like, you'd have, because me too, I have, all these movies, and you never buy a double of one. Like, I know every movie I have, like, I might not be able to tell you off the top of my head, but if I'm at the store shopping for a movie, I know if I have it or not already. It's just, even though you have so many, like, I don't know, I just found that funny. Like, I never bought a duplicate.
It's like a rolling
Nice.
inventory in your brain.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I know what I have. Okay. Yeah, I'll
I
buy the
purposely
same.
bought duplicates, but
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like special editions or like 25th anniversaries and stuff. Like I'll buy those if it's something I really like. Um, at one point, I think I've had probably 5 different copies of The Crow because there's the original one, the 25th anniversary, the 10th anniversary. Like, yeah, it's pretty crazy because that's one of my
You
all-time
love
favorite
that movie.
movies. I
You
do. I
love
love
that
that
thing.
movie. But yeah, I don't know. Have you seen that? You've seen that movie, Colin, The Crow?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
It's
like
funny
me and
because
my Predator movie. I have like every copy of different version of Predator there is. Like, if I see one with a new cover, I'll buy it. Like,
so that's a good question. So I'll ask Beastie. Have you seen Predator?
Nope.
I had a
Keep going.
feeling. Have you
Keep
seen
going.
Predator 2?
No, none of them.
You've seen
Not
none.
even
Okay.
Prey.
Yeah, and
I've seen bits and pieces of one for sure, but I've never sat through the whole thing and watched it. Now that Prey is out, I may have to do it because Prey is supposed to be awesome. So I don't know.
and that's a good
But I thought
segue.
I thought you were gonna follow it up to. Have you seen The Crow?
I was going to
For
say, but
the
I know you haven't seen that, and
no,
I'm very
I know.
disappointed.
It comes up. What hasn't Beastie seen?
Yes, we
Both
have a
of
list
those.
of what he hasn't seen actually, so he has to eventually watch them.
wow, I'm kind of jealous of you because I wish I could sit down and watch all the Predator movies for the first time right now. I would love that.
So that's probably not a bad idea.
Yep,
Oh,
homework time.
I know what I'm watching tonight. I did finish up the Sandman though.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yes, Sandman. It's good to watch right before you're going to bed. Kind of fall asleep to it because it's kind of slow. There's not a ton of action in it. And if I was wide awake and amped up, ready to watch something, it'd probably be pretty boring. But right before you go to bed, it's awesome. It really gets your mind going for dreams too. So they do a good job of editing, I think, in the way they do some of the dream sequences in dreaming. But yeah, I'd say definitely check out the Sandman. It's good.
That actor's
Solid.
pretty creepy. I thought he was pretty creepy.
Yeah, he's definitely creepy, but I can see
works.
that's how a guy named Dream or the God of Dreams should probably be. Kind of monotone, quiet. I bought it. I got into it.
So wait, you've seen it, Colin? You've watched the Sandman
Yeah,
show?
I watched it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm the only one out of the three of us haven't seen it yet. Okay, well I need to get on my stuff. Shit, damn.
Usually I'm the last one.
That's true.
We got the what is it? Game of Thrones, House of Dragons coming out, or
Yeah,
it came out on
I'll
Sunday.
be watching that as soon as we wrap this up.
Ditto.
I've been waiting. I'm so excited. It's starting.
I'm about to blow your guys' minds. I have never seen Game of Thrones. Actually, I take that back. I have seen
finally found something.
I've seen 10. No. Like 5 minutes of the very first episode. I turned it off because the CGI was atrocious. I'm like, nope. But yes, I have not seen it.
That show just gets better and like builds and builds and builds the whole. I mean, with 1 through 7 seasons, 1 through 7.
Yeah,
Season 8 was entertaining, but it wasn't. It just didn't fit with the rest of it, in my opinion.
I finally watched all of it last November, December, and I watched all the way straight through. I had a surgery, so I was out of work and in bed for 3 months solid. So I got to watch The Sopranos finally, Game of Thrones. I watched Game of Thrones like 10 days straight, finished the whole thing. I can see where people don't like that last season, but when you're just binge watching it like crazy, it fits. I think. I felt.
I mean,
I was into it.
it's still a good season. It just, in my
Mhm.
opinion, it just didn't like. I felt like they just kind of like threw everything away and just did whatever they wanted with like their character building and like it just, I don't know.
Mhm. I'm
Like
with you.
like everything about Daenerys, like
Mhm.
they kind of threw it out the window and just made her crazy anyways.
Yep.
Even though they were kind of like getting away from that whole, whatever. I don't know. Hopefully they learn their lesson and they don't fuck up this one.
Well, only
I'm
time will
with
tell,
you.
I guess, right?
But you need to watch Game of Thrones. It's awesome.
I know I've been told many, many times, but I mean, I've heard it's, got a lot of violence and a lot of nudity, and I try to do, those are the things I have to watch when my kids go to bed. I mean, they're old, well, they're not old, but they're 14 and 12, so I still don't want them watching stuff like that.
Yeah.
I won't even let my son watch The Boys, and he's been begging me. I'm like, no, not yet. You need to wait a little longer to
You can
watch
get CPS called on you. Don't. No. They're under 18. My
Yeah.
kids aren't watching that until they're like 27.
Oh my gosh.
Even though I run around here loving, saying, "Oh my God, such a great show." My son's 8. So I want to watch it. Like, oh no, nobody. I got my Homelander.
Yeah,
It's
there's a scene in The Boys I still cringe from. All you got to say is The Boys, and it still makes me like cringe and just.
Wait, was
Which
it from
one?
this? Was it this new season? This new season?
It's where the dude
Is it out?
dives
Oh.
into the dude and the dude
Yeah.
explodes. Yeah,
Achoo!
Season 3.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
It just makes me. Oh my! Just thinking about it right now.
Termite, baby, termite.
Termite.
I laughed so hard at that.
Ugh.
It was
I knew it was coming. Like as soon as he got
itchy,
small,
itchy.
I was just like,
Tickle,
I know
tickle,
where this is
tickle.
going. Because something else didn't he like do some didn't he do that to somebody else before that scene? Like he didn't do that, but he like got into
He went up
somebody.
It was the
in
bud,
Yeah,
right?
their booty. In their
Yeah.
booty.
Yeah.
He was in that first when they took him to the bar that first time with all the
Yeah.
superheroes doing everything up in the sky and stuff. But he's the one you see running across the table and then jumping in a dude's ass.
yeah.
Yeah, that was the everyone's complaint. Like, why couldn't in Endgame, why couldn't Ant-Man just jump into Thanos' butthole and kill him that way? Like, that was the big thing too. So that's funny that they did that. I mean, the comics 10 times worse than the show, but jeez, yeah, that was that episode. I was just like, what am I watching right now?
I said, that's what we're talking about. That's what I want to see. Messed up stuff, and it's just so good. It is so good. Thank you, Seth Rogen and company.
You want to see a little dude jumping into someone's urethra, jumping and running down his penis? Like, that's cool.
Yeah. No, it's hilarious.
He blows up. I was like,
his name is Termite. That is funny.
Yeah. When that dude blew up, I did laugh. I was just like, oh my god, this show's.
Spoiler alert! By the way, folks, spoiler alert.
It's been out long enough. Gosh, people, go watch The Boys season 3. God. I mean, we're not sponsored.
Watch season 1, season 2, season 3. I think it gets really fucking awesome. About third episode in season 2. Yes. Like up until then, it's really good, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we are all in on this messed up stuff. I love it.
Yeah, I forgot where it really drew me in. I don't even remember, because I tried watching it. Like I started watching it, and I turned it off, and then it took me 2 or 3 times before I actually was I made it long enough where I was just locked in. But yeah, now it's awesome.
I think it was I was the same way. Like I turned it off. I think it was the second episode. I was like, eh, and then I think COVID happened. Yeah, COVID happened, and I was like, I'm bored. So I just sat and watched through it, and it wasn't until the second season where I was just like, all right, now I'm really sucked into this freaking show. Yeah. And ever since then, oh no,
coming out of the box, Carlos. He's coming out of the box.
Oh. He likes to make fun. I don't unbox anything.
What does he got?
All my stuff's in there. NECA Homelander.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I don't have any of those yet. They've had what's her name at one of my Targets forever, just sitting there, and I just
Oh, Starlight.
Starlight, and I think she looks so creepy. I think the figure looks so creepy. I don't know. It's like her eyes. She's got like these beady, dark, like eyes. Like I don't know. I do want those, but I don't have them yet.
I do too, but I'm not a fan of
Yeah,
the
we-
Homelander sculpt, his face sculpt that much.
Just the like $35, $40 for like a figure nowadays. I'm like becoming very picky. Like
Yeah.
if they don't look like perfect, I'm just like I'm in no rush to buy them. Like I
Yeah,
pass on stuff all the time now.
I think everyone's starting to become very choosy now because things have gotten more expensive.
Yeah.
Like I really wanted that Spider-Man 2-pack today, but I was just like, hey, $53 for two figures that should be $20. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait it out. We'll see what happens.
Well, there's a Predator that I passed on when it was sitting on shelves all the time, and now I really want it. And I was like searching around on the internet, and they're like 55. I can get one for like 45, 50, probably like $60 shipped, and I just won't do it. And like I just remember those used to be $16 figures. They weren't ultimates, but dude, I don't need 15 hands and like a spear that collapses, a spear that doesn't. I don't need all that shit. So like the whole ultimate thing is a crock of shit in my eyes. Like I'm sorry, those Predator figures used to be like $16. I used to buy like fucking 6 of each Predator and just keep them in a case, because I'd break them all the time, or now like I'll pass on one, and like I'll eventually get it, but I'm just, oh man, I don't know these prices, dude.
What's the one that you passed up on that you wish you got?
The Ahab Predator. I like I
Oh,
really didn't care for him, and now I want him so bad. And yeah, I don't know. I saw him. I could get him for like around $50-$60 shipped, but not right now.
Was it the ultimate one that or the?
Yeah, it's an ultimate
Okay.
Ahab. Yeah.
So, do you want me to tell you something?
You seen one recently?
Yeah, I've walked into 6 of them.
That's
Target.
why I won't buy it off the internet, because like I just saw the Golden Elder one or whatever. I just saw him pop back up at a Target by me, so I just have this feeling I'll find him at a Target by me. So I'm not gonna order them.
Yeah,
I was getting antsy, so like I started looking, but
that was I just seen it for the first time like a few days ago, and I've been to Target for pretty much every day, and it's still there. All 6 are still there, or actually no, there's 5 now. But yeah, they're all still there. It's the first time I've ever seen it, and that that made me want to buy NECA. Besides that, the Universal Monsters. Those that line, the black and white version and the colored version, that Predator. Those are the first NECA figures that I really am like. Okay, now I'm kind of getting sucked into the NECA world because they look fantastic. But I just can't. $35 is just so much money. But I will give them this. Ultimate or not, they have way more accessories than a Marvel Legend or a DC Multiverse. Yeah. So it's kind of worth the money, but still just so much money. Ugh. So much money.
I just if it's either a regular Predator figure for $17, even $20, say $20. I'd rather just have that than have to pay. I mean, some of those Predators are like $40-$45. I mean, I don't need all, like, I mean, it's one thing if they're giving you like 4 extra heads and stuff, like, because and that's the other thing too. Like some of these ultimates, like you'll get an ultimate and there's a bunch of stuff in there, and some ultimates there's a few things in there. I don't know. I guess it depends on what kind of collector you are. Do you want all that shit for playing around, or? I mean, I enjoy taking some pictures and stuff here and there. Well, like I rarely swap heads because every time I start swapping shit, shit starts breaking. So,
Oh,
like, I just don't.
now you got me paranoid. I want to put on a new head
You
on
sh-
him, and
Don't be
I
paranoid.
don't want to
Don't
break
be-
him.
I mean, you're gonna, if you want to do it, you're gonna do it. So I mean,
But I don't want to break it.
to be honest, I have not broken that many things. I usually end up breaking quarter scales. If you can't see Donnie up there,
Yes.
it's usually $150 figure I break, not a
Oh,
$30 one.
That's
that
crazy.
sucks. That would
Those
suck.
quarter scale Ninja Turtles they had at GameStop on clearance for
Oh yeah,
99, 98 or
and
something.
they
And then
just
they were,
keep re-releasing them. Anybody
yeah,
that pays over retail for one of those, I feel bad for them because they release them and then the pre-orders go back up for them. So I mean, just wait for another pre-order.
yeah, that's like the quarter scale Batman from '89. Like they've re-released that at least 3 times in the last like 5 years.
Yeah, I think NECA got smart and they realized, dude, we can just keep getting money from people if we just keep fucking selling, re-releasing them.
Oh
Like
yeah,
because they used to not do that. They used to put their series out and that was it.
yep,
Well, now they just keep re-releasing the stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the aliens. All the aliens that they make, it's the same freaking alien but painted a different. That's
Oh
why I'm
yeah,
just like, God, that's so ridiculous.
yeah. They just pre-orders just went up again for the quarter scale Jungle Hunter Predator.
Oh really?
Yeah, I
Huh.
needed a new one of those, and I was so happy when I saw the pre-order go back up. So I pre-ordered 2 of them.
How much were those?
Like $100.
Oh, that's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah, I know the quarter scales are like 120 bucks, but a little 7-inch one is $50.
That's crazy. What was I
that
gonna ask
that's
you?
the other thing is I actually stopped for a while. I stopped collecting like the 7-inch stuff. I started only collecting 1/6 and 1/4 scale,
Oh,
and then I got drawn once the animated Ninja Turtles popped back up. I got drawn back into the 7-inch stuff again.
that's how they do it. They suck us in every freaking time.
Hmm.
Um, did you end up getting the Haya Predators?
Yeah, I just got another one in the mail yesterday.
Oh, those things are dope.
I
I
love
just
Hiya Toys is like my new favorite toy line. I love them. They're so detailed and they're like they pose so good and they turn out in pictures so good. Like I just love them.
it's crazy that a company can do a highly detailed figure at that scale when Hasbro can't do that with a 3 3/4 inch Marvel Legend, with 5 points of articulation. I mean, I get the price points, $11, but still, or 12. Those should even be less than that. They should be like $8, like they
Right.
used to be. But yeah, how much was that High Predator?
1999.
Gee, see, that's worth it to me. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah. I'm working on getting like all the Lost Predators right now. I need like 3 more.
Do they have chase variants of those or no?
Uh, I don't think so. No, I think they'll just have multiple versions of it. Like they'll have the City Hunter battle damaged, but it's not considered a chase. I don't think.
Huh.
And then I need one more from the Predators movie. I need a Berserker. I need a regular Berserker Predator.
I know we talked about this on last podcast or the one before. I can't remember now. We were talking about how like NECA or not in reality, no toy company that does Predator stuff has made a Danny Glover figure from
Oh
Predator 2
yeah, that's
yet.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
and I mean, people want it, so I feel like the more
I've
people
heard.
voice it, that'll happen.
I saw back um, back before all the NECA Ultimate stuff. I saw someone sent them a message and they asked about even it was a Dutch at the time and a Danny Glover, and they said no to both of them at the time because they said that there was no market for it. Well,
Huh.
then eventually Dutch came out, we still haven't seen. They said that about Casey Jones though too. They
True.
said that they wouldn't make a Casey Jones because there was no market for it. Well, they were wrong.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. Maybe is there a licensing thing? I don't know. I kind of
Could
have.
be.
Yeah, I
It
don't
could
know.
be a licensing thing.
I
Maybe
that's what I'm
Danny Glover
wondering.
wants too much money. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you thinking, BC?
I don't know. Licensing for sure, but it's the character. It's not necessarily the actor. You know what I
Right.
mean?
But it's their likeness. I think that's where the
I
licensing
know, but
issue is.
yeah, it really depends on those contracts. I would think. So
Oh yeah,
I mean,
and it's
but if they're not, yeah, it definitely comes down to money.
for sure.
That should be a who makes those? Does Hasbro make those?
No,
Okay. You
NECA,
said
and Haya.
NECA.
Yeah.
Is there like a HasLab for NECA?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Well,
I'm just trying to think if there was a way for like a petition to be signed. We want
I
our
mean,
Danny Glover
even
character.
Hot Toys hasn't done one either, and you would think out of any toy, you think they would have done it by now.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what makes me
yeah.
think it's got to be licensing because they can't get it done. I mean, they did Royce from Predators.
Yeah, that's true. I don't. Yeah, it's really strange how we haven't seen that. And I mean, in reality, I think it's just like if there's a lot of talk and a lot of chatter online, because those they have people that look on Twitter and Instagram. I think the more people talk about it, like, oh, we want a Danny Glover figure. I can't remember his name in that movie, but the more and more people talk about it, I don't think it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yes.
like you said, they didn't make it Dutch, and look what happened. They made it. They never made a Casey Jones, and people wanted it, and they made it. The more demand that people keep asking for it, basically, is when that stuff happens. It's just like the Hasbro team for Marvel Legends. Like the more and more people like talk about, oh, why haven't you made this figure? Why haven't you made that figure? And then they get people in on that same like talk track. It
Right.
becomes a thing eventually. So I mean, it has to be the same thing.
I want to know, like, that Marvel Legends, there's that new 2-pack with Venom and what's the other
Oh,
character? Like $80 2-pack.
yeah.
How is it that you can go buy a Marvel Legends figure for $20, but if they make a 2-pack, it's $79.99? Like,
Yeah, I know.
what?
I struggle with this every day with Marvel Legends.
I
was telling.
I won't buy that just because of that. Like, you're not getting, like, come on.
Well,
I hope
yeah.
nobody buys that fucking thing.
Well, I don't think that's not going to happen because people pre-order the hell out of it that I know. But like Cyborg always, like Cyborg always says, vote with your wallet. If you don't buy it, eventually the prices will go down. They'll go to clearance. Like we've seen this summer with the Target clearances that were going nuts. You'll see things drop at a heartbeat. I mean, like you brought that up. That Venom is just a repaint, and they added wings to it. And then Noel's the other guy. It's just he's like an 8-inch figure. I think that's why they're trying to justify the cost because the cost of plastic is more expensive. Blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't work in that field, but yeah, I want that set, but I will not pay $80. I will.
No,
I'll wait. I'll wait until it drops. Yeah, $30. I'll buy it because I feel like that's a decent deal. Still expensive, but yes.
Yeah.
I know we were talking about Prey earlier, so you've seen Prey, right? The movie Prey. Okay, so BC hasn't. I've seen it. So without spoiling anything, what was your initial thought throughout the whole movie, like when it ended?
I loved it.
Okay.
I mean, I love it.
I think that's been the general consensus with that movie is everyone's loved it. For the most part, there's some that I know that haven't for reasons that after having a discussion, I watched it again and I was just like, okay, I see your point. But yeah, I thought it was pretty damn good.
The reasons, the people that said they don't like it, and when they talk about their reasons don't make sense to me because they'll say the reason, but then they pretty much describe every other Predator movie. The Predator always kills everybody until they don't. Like, like I don't know. I loved it. I When I got done watching it the first time, I was actually confused because I thought I never thought there was gonna be another Predator movie that was that good. So I
Right.
was kind of like, I think I like it. And then I watched it again. And I was like, oh yeah, this is fucking badass. This is good. So yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty good too. It's
Now,
definitely ranked
can I
with my
can
top
I
two.
watch that without watching the other ones?
Oh yeah, for sure.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Actually, technically, you should be able to watch it first. I mean,
yeah. It's before
Oh,
everything happens, so
yeah.
pre-spoiler.
oh, cool.
If you want to watch them in chronological order,
Prey would be number
Right.
one. Yeah,
Ray would be number one.
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
Got that
So
going for me.
yeah. Um, so let's talk about topic number one. So the diamonds in the rough, the places that get
Yeah.
overlooked
Oh
when you
yeah.
toy hunt. So are there places that you toy hunt that get overlooked in your area?
Yeah. One of my spots that I've never heard anybody else say to me is Half Price Books.
Okay.
Um, Usually any bookshops by me. Any bookshops that have movies and CDs usually have collectibles by me at least.
I'd say
Hmm.
that's pretty much true
But
nowadays.
like Half Price Books, every year it gets better and better. And then also pawn shops now.
Ooh,
I've
Wow.
I've gotten some really good stuff at pawn shops. Brand new action or collectibles figures.
that have not delved into yet.
I
I
haven't
should
thought about. Yeah.
try that. We should do that. Good, good.
Antique shops too.
Yes, those. What about Goodwill? Have you hit up a Goodwill?
Yeah, but to me it's like not enough to where it pays to make it a freak. I mean I do frequent Goodwills because my grandpa likes going there and I go with him a lot. So I will find stuff, but it's usually like I found a bunch of those the little raisins guys from back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I found a bunch
Saw him
of
today
those.
or Sunday.
I found a bunch of those recently.
That's
Well,
awesome.
like oh I'll find random stuff, but it's never anything like I'm looking for or anything. But
Right.
yeah, I mean you'll find good stuff there.
Do you feel like when you're hunting for, well, I shouldn't say hunting, but you're out looking around and you're not really looking for something in particular, or even if you are, I guess, and then you come upon something that you never thought you were gonna find, you just randomly find it. Has that happened?
Yeah, that's the best time.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Mhm.
I agree.
to me.
Yeah, has that happened to you recently in the last couple weeks or anything?
Yeah, what did I Yeah, I do. I don't remember what it was now though. But yeah, I did just find something. It'll come to me before this is over. It actually happens more often than not if I think about it, you know?
Yeah,
That's why I always tell people don't rush for stuff because eventually you'll find it. And it
Yeah.
always, I mean, 100% it worked. I don't think there's anything that like this gremlin behind me. I missed the first round of those, and right there they were on the internet 500 plus dollars, and I was just like, damn, but I wouldn't
jeez.
pay it. And then, bam, pre-orders went up for them again. I was like, sweet.
Nice.
So do you? Trying to think. So do
Love the
you
Gremlins.
pre-order more, or do you order stuff more often than you do hunt, or would you rather find it hunting versus pre-ordering? I guess.
Oh, I would rather find it hunting because then I can
Okay.
actually, because I've pre-ordered stuff and got it in the mail and the box was crushed, and even
Oh.
even if it's something, I would say I'm more of an inbox collector too.
Okay.
I like I like to display certain things, but most of my stuff is all packed in bins.
Yeah.
I
Sounds a lot
mean,
like me.
it's a mess behind me right now, but usually I don't have all this stuff out. Like I like to display things like museum, like it's a museum piece,
Yeah, I
And
get that point.
eventually, like when I actually have like a dedicated room for it, that's how I want it to look. I want it to look like it's art, pieces of artwork,
Right.
not shit everywhere. I don't. I just.
Mhm.
I don't. I don't want to look like a 40-year-old virgin. Like no disrespect to anybody. I just don't like that look. Like boys everywhere. Like I mean, I've seen some amazing looking, like you know, where people do have it all out.
Yeah.
I just, I don't. I want like my room to be more than just a toy room. I wanted
Mm.
my movie posters, and I have other things that I'm into. So
Yeah. I know that we discussed a while back. Well, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago, because you asked me about vinyl records. Because you asked me about like me collecting vinyl records. I was like, yeah, this is what I collect, and you were telling me that you started getting into it, or you have been getting into it, right?
oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
vinyl.
something I would like to have more of. I just haven't. Like back to being a collector. Like I've always collected sneakers too. That's always
Okay,
been.
Nice.
that's Beastie's territory.
And I think
Eh, I wish.
what why I held off on like toys so much is just because I don't know if I didn't think it was cool enough, or I don't know. And that's why it was movies, and then like props from movies, and then finally when I started seeing like what they were doing with action figures and how cool they were, I was like, oh damn, these things are like miniature. It looked like they jumped right out of the damn movie. So
Right.
that's where full fledged happened. But I've always since I don't know, probably 13 years old, I've always had a passion for sneakers. So I got a lot of those too. I mean,
What's
What do
your
you go for?
yeah?
Are you
honestly, anything I like. I don't just collect Jordans, or if
right?
I like it, I don't care if it's a shoe at Walmart. If I like it, I'll wear it.
Nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
to me, that's a real sneakerhead. I mean,
That's true.
it shouldn't just be one thing. I mean, just because you have Jordans doesn't mean you love sneakers. I mean,
Right.
So yeah, I mean, if I have a lot of um, like I don't know, I like more retro looking shoes, like
Hmm.
Air Force One type shoes and stuff like that. But
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah, I never really understood the shoe thing, but I mean, the more and more that we've talked to the other guests, like I'm starting
Hmm.
to understand it. It's just like anything. Like when you collect anything, it's got to be for a reason or because you like something.
my
Um,
thing with shoes, this has always been my thing with shoes is I always felt like doesn't matter what you're wearing, if you have a nice pair of shoes on, you're set, you're good to go. So I mean, that makes or breaks. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like you could I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example.
These
Yeah,
are my
there you
dress
go.
shoes. If
There
I'm
you
going
go.
out for a fancy dinner, I'm wearing these boys.
You can have anything on. You can have
I'm dead
the
serious.
Walmart special wardrobe on, but if you got a nice pair of shoes on,
Yep.
you're good. And I mean, they don't have to be like $200 Jordans. They just have to be a nice pair of shoes. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
it's
always
true.
been my thing with sneakers. I always felt like they made your appearance.
I can
I
see
won't
that.
judge you about with them or not. I'm not that way. It's just personally,
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
So do you think like because we asked this question, or I do for the most part, most of these podcasts. Do you feel like your collecting is a lot of like nostalgia from childhood?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say, yeah.
yeah. Because I think like as we're grown men in our 30s or mid 30s or 40s, um,
Overgrown third graders.
yeah, or yeah, yeah. For the most part, I think like a lot of us in that generation, we are collecting stuff from when we were children, and that's why we collect what we do for the most part. I mean, for other different reasons. But for me, it's because there's a lot of things my parents couldn't afford and I wanted, and then I could never get. Here I'm as an adult buying things that I can't afford, but I'm still buying. So it kind of goes hand in foot at that point. It's just funny how you grow up from being a little boy to a teenager to an adult and collecting nostalgic stuff. I mean, I seen a Marvel superheroes from Toy Biz, a Punisher at the toy show, and the guy was like $5, and BC's like, "You're not gonna buy it." I was like, "Nah, dude, it's not meant on card. Like, the card's kind of bent." And he's like, "Dude, it's
Getting all
$5." Yeah, and that's kind of how it became. When I was just like, after we left and we were driving home, I was like, "Damn it, I should have just bought that stupid thing."
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna
So
regret it now.
I am. I kind of do. I
$5.
kind of do.
See right there?
Dumb. I'm such a
Yeah,
dumbass.
I think it's the nostalgia, and it's also it's wanting to have like from movies now that have come out recently. It's like wanting to have something extra from that movie, or
Right.
I don't, and nowadays there's not a lot of. It's just something to do, honestly, and I enjoy doing it. I mean, and the funny thing too about like me starting like a YouTube channel and being on Instagram is I hate social media.
Right. I'm with you.
Like, well, and I mean one of the like some of this like I'm just getting like especially with my Facebook. I don't really mess with my Facebook that much. I have one for the for EC collecting, but like
Where'd you get that?
I just have
I'll
like
mute.
all like you get hit with these like chicks email like local hookups. Like, come
Oh
on,
yeah.
like it's so irritating, and that's one of the reasons I hated social media. But like,
Yeah.
it's been fun doing this stuff, meeting new
Yeah.
people. Now I'm talking to people all throughout the states, and
Yeah.
I mean,
That's kind of like the point. I feel like that's kind of what the toy community got really big because of COVID, because there was nothing to do, and there's people that already collectors that were collecting, and then they were seeing other people at our age be like, "Oh, this dude's collecting toys," and then they're watching YouTube and they're seeing all the stuff, and then they get into collecting. Like the sports card thing, kind of blew up because of COVID. Like it was still there, but it wasn't as big as it is now. Like again, I feel like
yeah,
that toy collecting has gotten that much bigger because of COVID, and then people were bored, YouTube, and boom, here we are. Couldn't find
Yeah.
nothing for the longest
Well,
time, and
and
here
don't
we
forget
are with
those
funding stuff.
those incentive check with the checks, the stimulus checks were
Oh, the
coming in.
stimulus checks, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that helped too, obviously.
and a lot of people don't even know this stuff exists. Like
That's true.
I mean, my brother was over with his wife and their kid or her kid, and he was checking out this gremlin. And he was like, "Oh my god, my dad would love that." And I take it for granted just knowing about all this stuff, but most people don't even know about like. So yeah, I think social media has definitely helped blow this stuff up. But I mean,
Oh
who
yeah, for
wouldn't want a
sure.
life-size gremlin in their house? I mean, I got one in the
Right.
I got one in the living room too. I got the flasher gremlin in the living room.
Nice.
Who wouldn't?
I
My
don't know.
son, he'd probably freak out if he was in his room. I would scare him. I'd do it on purpose though. I don't know. I'm messed up. It's funny.
I do love they're coming out with more of the Gremlins toys again. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm gonna go get any, but I may have to get a gizmo. I did see a plush gizmo, but I still have mine from when I was like 5 years old. So
Well, that one's probably worth some money, dude.
it
It's
could be.
vintage.
It got beat up pretty good. I left it out in the rain one day at my grandparents' house, so it used to go like, and then now it goes. "Mwah, mwah." I'm like, oh man.
Also, it sounds
Like,
more
that's-
like it sounds more like a gremlin now.
Yeah.
kind of, but it doesn't go.
Oh my god.
He really thought if you got it wet, it
He got wet. It actually got wet, but it did not turn into a gremlin. He
Yeah.
stayed. He stayed a
Damn.
mogwai.
Damn.
No, he
That would have
tried.
been crazy if it did happen.
That would be crazy,
Man.
actually.
I still feel like I have a bad memory of that. I was like, oh no, Gizmo, I didn't mean to leave you all outside and get all wet. He gave me a hug. It was all good. I mean, we're still friends to this day.
That's right. I'm still waiting for my Hogwarts letter. So
Oh,
Nice.
it might be a little longer, man. I might be a
yeah,
little longer.
someday.
That's funny. So on to topic number 2. What toy from the 80s would you expect to make a comeback?
That
I
hasn't
know.
been done yet.
Yeah,
Obviously.
that hasn't been done yet.
I don't know. Maybe I would. The one I could thought of was Visionaries, but I don't know if I expected to, but more like I wanted to.
Okay.
I thought they were cool with the little holograms on them, and I don't know.
I
Keep
vaguely
going.
remember
Remind me.
those.
Remind me. I'm drawing a blank on those.
They're,
Which
I
one?
mean, kind of like they're. I don't want to say they're like, masters of the universe, or it's kind of along the lines though.
Were they littler? You said they had a
No.
hologram.
Well,
There was something I remember. Like it was on their chest plate. You rub your thumb across it.
they had
I
like
think it
these
was green.
hologram things on their chest, or they had like a staff with like
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like a flag, and it had a hologram on it. I mean, you have to look them up.
Yes.
Really, they're hard to. That's the best I can explain them.
No,
But they had all
that's
different
right.
characters. What was that?
That's right. That's what you said. That's exactly what they look like.
Yeah, I think those are cool. I wish. I mean, they've been. I mean, they've been doing pretty good at bringing stuff back. It is maybe they haven't, or like that mask. I'm surprised they haven't brought mask toys back yet. That's another
Yes.
That's the
one.
correct answer. That is the correct answer right there.
I have a
That's
feeling
what I
it's
would have said.
coming. It's coming. There's no way it's not.
Well, we
Yeah,
were talking about it earlier. It definitely should be coming because what did you say? It's Paramount that has it,
Yeah,
Carlos. But
Paramount
they
has
want
a
to do
license
they want to do an MCU version for GI Joe Mask,
in Transformers.
and I don't know if it's something
Yep.
else. I think Transformers is down the line, but it's another cartoon and toy series that I did not
Oh,
watch or have.
was it GoBots?
No,
No.
no, it's more like a space. There is I don't know. I really I'd have to Google it and look it up, but they have talked about doing a series of that, kind of having them all intertwine and come together. But Mask would be. I would love to see Mask come back.
I'm
I still have all
surprised they
mine.
haven't yet, but
I,
I'm sure they
right.
will.
Yeah,
I still want. They're not from the '80s, but from the '90s. I still want Street Sharks to come back, and
that
I
would be
want
awesome.
I want Cowboys of Moo Mesa. I want those to come back too.
Just got to put it out in the universe, man. You just got to have
Yeah.
more people like. This is what I would say. Just keep posting them on your Instagram. Like, hey, what would you think about this coming back? Maybe some toy company would be like, oh, there's a huge demand for Street Sharks. We should bring them back. You never know.
Yeah, I just
think-
want the the actual versions of the ones that they had. I don't want like NECA to do their own version of it. I want like
a retro version.
Yeah, I want the retro versions.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I hope that happens. That went along with Cowboys and Moo Mesa. I used to love those.
I was to say I don't know. Do you remember those things called Mad Balls that had like eyes on them?
Oh yeah, I got some of those.
Yeah, those came. I think those came back.
Yep, those
recently.
came back.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't see why Mask couldn't come back. I mean, look at GI Joe Classified. They honestly never thought it was going to take off, and it's one of the most popular toy lines.
Because of GI Joe right now, you think they would bring back Mask? It's competition. I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
well, it's
personally, I
same,
think they will.
Same company though.
Oh,
now it is, huh?
Yeah, so that's.
I'd have to dig into that.
I thought they were because I would say like Mask was like the cheaper version of GI Joe, and like GoBots was like the cheaper version of Transformers. I don't know how else to explain that. That's what I remember. Because I remember having GoBots when I was little because my parents could afford those. Transformers was like too expensive for like, I don't even know, $8. I don't even know how much they were back when we were little, but Yeah, they were just too expensive. So I got GoBots that were like $2. Did the same thing. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy to think about? There was a toy that was $2. Like,
Yeah.
I remember you see like the retro Ninja Turtles at like shops, and they have like a $6 price tag on them. You're like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We saw a
and then
bunch of those
and
at the
then
toy
somebody
show.
slaps a $200 one right next to it. Like, here
Uh-huh.
you go.
Oh yeah. I'd say some of those turtles, I'll have to go through the footage. I think they had the price tag from some toy store or some shop I've never heard of, but they
Yeah,
were, I think it
yeah.
said like $5.95 or something. And I'm like, yep, that's what they used
Mhm.
to be. And now it's $100
Yeah, it's
20 years
crazy,
later. Yeah, that's crazy.
uncalled for.
Well, I think like what we have going on right now, like the NECA stuff, eventually in 20 years will be that same thing. Like they're gonna stop making it, and then those kids that grew up in this generation will want to buy those. And they're gonna be $200+ then too.
Yep,
Just like anything when people grow up.
that's
Like
that's actually one reason why it's so hard for me to open some of this stuff because it's just like. And I used to buy one to open or one that it was mine to do whatever with, and then one
right,
would straight into a box. But now with prices, it's really hard to try to do that.
I agree. I agree. I mean, I don't buy doubles. Like some guys will buy doubles that I'll become friends with. They'll buy one to open, one to keep on the shelf, and I'm just like, I just can't. It's it's tempting. Yes, it's tempting, but I'm just like, I don't have the room. I would get in a lot of trouble doing that. I would probably not live in this house anymore. So,
I still
uh,
do it with certain things, but I used to do it with every collectible I bought. Like,
wow,
all my Predators, I used to have at least 3 of each Predator.
damn.
And now, like, if it's, let's say a new Jungle Hunter Predator came out, yeah, I would buy 2 of them. But, I mean, that's it. I'm not going to do it with everything. You just can't. I mean, you can't. I mean,
No.
and if you can, good for you. Or you're hiding it from your significant other because
I mean, I'm not saying that I have done that, but I have done that recently, maybe just because I'm like, if I bring this in the house, it's going to be an argument. I really don't want that argument, so it'll stay outside. But I know she can see it in the bank account. So, did you buy toys? Yep. Where are in that garage? Yep. In one of your bins? Yep. Hey, if she doesn't see it, she'll forget all about it. That's the way I look at it now. Terrible mindset. I know. God.
yeah.
So, what do you got for this week? Like, what are you hunting for this week?
What am I hunting for right now?
Make it easy, because if I can find it, I'll message you.
Probably I'm like right now I'm trying to get caught like there's Ninja Turtle animated, ones that I'm still looking for. There's random predators I'm still looking for. But I mean there's nothing like really like I need to have right now or I'm just kind of if I come across something I like, I got my hooded Black Adam figure already.
Oh, I don't have that
Um yeah, I don't know. Really just winging it.
yet. So, is there anything that, because I know they've like all these toy companies have pretty much like shown off what's going to come out and then pretty much fall and into winter, because Christmas is coming up, holidays. Is there anything from any line like Marvel Legends or DC Multiverse or GI Joe, NECA stuff that you've seen that you're won't I guess won't be patient for? I guess is what I'm going to ask.
Honestly, no.
No, okay.
No, really, no, I'm not. I
So you're
mean,
not impressed with anything that's they've shown off yet.
oh, the all the Ninja Turtle stuff that's coming out, the Mirage stuff, that I don't know how I almost forgot about that. I'm I'm ready for that. I'm all in for that. The big turtles, like the bigger, stronger looking turtles, like I want those. That all the Mirage stuff, I just want it so bad. Been waiting a long time. It's been a long time coming. That
So
stuff.
Do you collect the loyal subjects? Like what's it called? Best action ones?
Some of them.
Okay.
Like I got this thing up. See that pizza box up
Oh
there?
yeah, I've seen that.
Like I got that, and I got that Comic-Con pre-ordered. One pre-ordered. I couldn't go to Comic-Con, so I had to pre-order it from GameStop. So I got that one, but I don't really care for them. So I think those ones and the Comic-Con ones, just because the color is different, it made them look better.
Right.
But yeah,
So have
but
you?
yeah,
Have you
that NECA Mirage stuff that's coming, I can't wait for that.
I have to look more into those. Um, have you been to Comic Con?
No.
No, either have I. It's too expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta come all the way out there. Like, it's just a big hassle. I'm gonna make it. I feel like now, like, you know, I feel like now I'm gonna probably have to try to go. If
Yeah.
if I want to keep pushing this toy, community stuff, I mean, we're probably gonna have to try going. I mean, and I want to. I do. Like my brother's gone to New York Comic Con. I haven't done it yet, and I've gone. I go to like C2E2 in Chicago and stuff.
Okay. Did you go to this one recently?
No, I didn't
Yeah.
go recently,
Okay.
but yeah.
What do they have in Milwaukee? Is there a big toy convention or Comic Con that
We
goes
have
there at all?
Milwaukee Comic Con coming up in September, but it's not like
Oh.
it's nothing like Comic Con San Diego.
Yeah. Like who are the big guests for that one?
Probably local toy shops.
Oh, okay.
I don't think any toy companies are coming.
So they don't have like celebrities
Yeah.
come out and do like autographs or anything like that?
No, nothing. Nobody big, at least. Maybe some
Okay.
guy from the 80s or something. I don't know. I really haven't even. I don't go to it very often. I'm going this year. My brothers usually go. They're into anime, so I don't know if there's a lot of anime stuff there or not. I don't know.
Yeah, more than
I'll let
likely
you
there's gonna be a
know.
lot of anime.
I'll let you know after I go this year.
There you go.
Well, you got to film it, man. No matter what.
Oh
That's
yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because we both film stuff for the SAC Toy Show, so different perspectives. Because what I'm looking for was different than what he was looking at. So yeah, it's always fun to
Yeah.
see different perspectives, and everyone does. Wherever everyone lives, like I Cyborg's from Chicago, so he went to C2E2. I don't know if you follow Nolan Collects. He's from Chicago. He filmed all 3 days of C2E2. So if you haven't
Oh,
seen
did he?
that, check it out. Yeah, it's incredible. I'm just like, dang, that's so big, and
Yeah,
I'd
well,
get so tired.
I went like I went the first year I went to C2E2. It really wasn't anything special, and then I went the next year again, and it was like triple the size. Like it just blew up.
Yeah,
So I mean,
Wow.
I didn't go this year, but I usually go to C2E2. I love C2E2.
those are like the biggest events. Like you got that San Diego Comic Con, New York Comic Con, and then Emerald City Comic Con, which is I think this weekend, which is
Yeah.
usually in March, it's weird because
Oh.
COVID threw off schedules and stuff. So yeah, it's different.
So that one's a big one, huh, Carlos?
Which one?
Emerald.
I mean, yeah, because it's in Washington, and so it's like their big one up there. So
Okay.
like major,
Regional wise.
yeah, regional wise, like I think for the most part, places have like their big con.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess from like Wisconsin, I could see like why people go to Chicago for those. Like that would make sense. Like Florida
How
has a
far away
big
are you?
giant con.
Yeah. How far away are you from Chicago?
Like 2 hours.
Oh, it's not
That's
that
it? Wow.
bad.
No, yeah, it's not
That's not bad
bad.
at all.
It depends on
So-
the traffic, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like us. We live. It's 2 hours to Sacramento, so it's
Yeah.
really not. It's like a day trip basically.
How far are you from
Yeah.
San Diego?
About 10 hours.
10, 11 hours, depending on traffic. Yeah. I've always wanted to go
I-5
to San Diego
sucks.
Comic Con. Yeah, I-5 does suck. It's boring. There's nothing to look at.
Very boring.
Farmland and a lot of trees and buildings
And
for the most
cows.
part, and cows. And it stinks on half of I-5. So
and a whole bunch of Teslas
Yeah, tons of them.
Oh, yeah, I gotta have those.
and semis.
It's yeah. My son. It's funny. We went to Huntington Beach near LA in April, and he counted 200 just on the way down. 200 Teslas, and that wasn't even when we went to Huntington Beach. So
Yeah, you gotta love those out there, hey?
I guess so,
Oh, yeah.
man. I'm not a
Would
big
you-
Tesla lover.
Would you have to drive a Tesla in California? No.
It's
wish.
becoming like it's what it looks like. Like everyone has a Tesla.
We're gonna be mandatory pretty soon. Oh wait, I don't know anymore. They're gonna need a new electric car now.
I know.
Yep.
After
All those
that.
companies are doing electric cars. I want. So I'm a big Chevy lover, and the new Chevy Silverado that's coming out, I think it's this year, next year. I hate the
Yeah.
design of it. I want them to do the design from 2014 as an electric vehicle. Highly that'll happen, but when they do that, I will definitely go that route. I want a truck again. I don't have a truck anymore, so I have a gas guzzling SUV with a V8, and it sucks.
Yeah, I heard Dodge is scrapping their V8s too.
Yep, that is true. They are.
Yep. They're the Challenger and Charger. I just heard that.
I don't know how you're gonna have a Challenger without a V8.
I mean, Ford made it. Ford made an electric Mustang. It
It's
looks
not a
nothing.
Mustang.
It looks nothing.
That is
like
not
a
I
a
know
Mustang.
it looks nothing like a Mustang. It
Like
looks
why?
like
I
a.
don't even understand that, but whatever.
They should just call it a Taurus.
Yeah, seriously.
You know,
Like-
something else, like something that's 4 doors. Don't mess with the Mustang. I'm not even a car guy. But
I
that
personally, I just
is
think
not right.
they're trying to push this full electric too fast. Like we're not there yet. I mean, I'm sorry. We're just,
No,
my opinion.
they're-
We don't. I mean, I don't want to get into any politics or nothing, but
yeah,
I just feel like we're not there yet.
no. If I was going to buy an electric vehicle, it would be the Fisker Ocean. That thing.
You've been doing your homework.
I
Yeah,
have.
right.
I mean, I worked in
Nice.
the automotive industry for 2 years, so like
There's
seeing that
some
car.
fun up and coming ones.
That car is amazing.
What's
fact
the
that
truck
it's-
one?
Which one? The Lightning from Ford?
No. The new company. There's actually one in town. I've seen it a couple of times. I'm like, what? Somebody in town got one of those. It's I think it's technically based out of the Bay Area, but they build them down in LA. It's not Rincon. It's something along those lines.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Those are sick. I like those.
those are cool. That's like that the Lucid car company. Those are
Ooh,
cool
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw one of those in San Jose. I was like, what
I
the
think
hell is that?
Aren't they gonna hold don't they hold the record for the fastest production car or something though?
It could be. I
It
don't
was
think
know.
so.
that Tesla Plaid was the fastest for a while.
Mhm.
No, I think the
Oh,
Lucid does.
Ludicrous
now.
Speed?
I think the Lucid holds it right now, but I'm
Really?
sure someone will take that soon enough.
my
That's
old
insane.
job, I worked for a window tint company, and we got our company was able to tint the first Lucid in Northern California where we live. I mean, I'm sure they've done it in
Really?
the Bay Area. Yeah, we were
Huh.
the first one to tint a Lucid, and yeah, talk about everyone being nerve wracked because just like Teslas, like they scratch easy, the glass can break easy, like just one ding can mess something up. So and it's very expensive to replace. So yeah, everyone
Really?
was on edge. Yeah, but yeah, that car is freaking sick. I like how we just dove right into cars, and this has nothing to do with cars. This podcast is about everything, man. Like
Yeah.
we can talk about vinyl records, we could talk about toys, we could talk about VHS, DVD, movies. Like it doesn't matter. We're all compass like podcasts for the most part. Let's see.
If I was
Anything else?
drinking, I'm sure I would have brought up beer.
We'll
That's
get
true.
into UFOs and
Yeah. Well,
We're right next to Mount Shasta, baby.
Yeah, and that's UFO
We got
territory.
action up here. I've never seen anything, but do I believe? Hell yeah. Why not? It's more fun anyway.
there has to be. There's no way we're the only life out here.
No,
Yep.
I'm with you, man. Yeah, BC and I, we talk about this stuff every once in a while. And I went through this whole rabbit hole of like aliens and stuff. And I don't know if you follow Blink 182. Tom DeLonge got into the government and the alien thing. And
A little bit, but I don't. I mean, I haven't watched enough to be like know what he's.
yeah, his company
he's
has
in there.
found some interesting stuff and like stuff that's real. And yeah, I was just like dove right deep into it. I'm like, yep, I believe this ever since I was little. And now there's physical proof. And I'm like, okay, this is real. It's
I
real.
mean, it's just naive and stupid to think that we're the only living life out there. I mean,
Yeah.
if we're out here, why? I mean, just so starting to think about space, that just blows your mind by itself. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, they want to try to inhabit Mars, right? So,
right? I mean,
yeah,
we're probably here because of intelligent life. I mean, I'm not a religious person, so like I believe more. I honestly believe more along the lines of like Prometheus movie than a god being up there with a little controller controlling everything. I mean,
the controller. That'd
that's
be
just me.
hilarious.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm not religious either. I mean, I grew up in that, but yeah, I don't believe. It's
it
like
just doesn't make sense to me. I mean,
yeah,
personally, it just
it
doesn't.
doesn't make sense to me either. I mean, there's to get into this conversation is a whole different worm, but like
Right.
the book, a book, and I'm like, yeah, everyone has contributed to that book for decades. So how do you know what's real and what's not at this point?
Yeah.
It's just like I like to bring this up all the time because everyone hates this film, The Eternals.
I
Same thing.
actually liked that. I liked the movie. I thought it
See,
was all right. I don't.
see, I'm telling you, Todd. There's more people that like The Eternals than they're
Hey.
leading on.
You know, they have to kill something because they don't want to go into our territory by killing people. So you got to come up with those silly alien creatures because that's okay.
I
But
mean, those
you can't kill
guys.
people in Marvel movies, so they got to do the aliens. I'm not fond of the aliens.
Oh,
I get it. I get it.
The Eternals weren't aliens.
I don't
They
hate
were
the
just.
Eternals. It's just
I
not
know,
my favorite. It's not
but
my
they
favorite.
weren't aliens. They were like created by a I don't even know, an entity or
Were
I
they
don't know how
from this
to.
planet? No.
I guess they're aliens, if you want to put it at that point. Jesus.
What's that sound? Yeah. I like that sound. That was you
The
saying
sound
you're
of
right.
the sound of you being right. Yeah, that doesn't happen often.
Oh,
It's joking.
no.
Oh, jeez.
But keep going on the Eternals.
I mean, we could go on forever. I like that movie. Beastie and I went and seen it.
Saw it.
I walked out. I saw it. I walked out of there, and I was just like, that was good. Like, I don't know why people are giving like crapping on this movie. I get the overall picture, and we've talked about this on every podcast. I always bring it up because I always want to see someone's reaction or what they see or think about the film. But yeah, further down the line in the MCU, that movie is going to be canon for what's happening in the future, and you can, as we go into this next phase, you'll see that happening, and people are going to have to go back to the Eternals and be like, oh, now I get it. When I'm like, I've gotten it the whole time. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents. I'm done with the Eternals.
Here we go. So we do that every week. Now here we go. Colin, have you seen? You go down aisle at Target or Walmart. Is there always a Lando Calrissian figure on a peg?
Oh yeah. I've actually started my Lando yell. People in
Oh,
the
you got one?
store, there's people in the store are always probably like, "What the fuck is going?"
So, how's that yell go?
How you
Lando.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw a couple Landos today.
Yeah. Why haven't they been clearanced out? I don't even know. We just went through this whole clearance thing, and are they just not doing it out of spite or what?
I don't know.
I
Have you
thought for
seen-
sure that'd be like the first thing with a clearance tag on it, but no, they're
No.
all there. They're all hanging.
If you see, if you go to my Instagram, I posted. I don't know if you've seen it. I posted a picture of a Lando clearance at Walmart just like 2 days. yeah, 2-3 days ago,
Oh.
and I was just like, Walmart's hilarious, clearance price $22.97. I'm like,
Yeah, I
fantastic
did see
clearance.
that. That's
Yeah,
what that was. Yeah,
yeah,
I laughed. I was like, oh, it's a Lando. Ah. How
Oh,
you doing,
so
I
Chewbacca?
dumb.
love like the 2 cent decrease clearances. Like, was I love them.
Yeah, I just laughed because I was like, I filmed and I was just like,
Like,
so wait,
why
this
did
isn't clearance?
you wasted payroll having an employee? Not only did you waste payroll on that employee, but then you wasted like the label
That's funny.
for it too. Like,
That is funny.
I mean, they're $1 billion company, like they care,
yeah, and
but
it's
still,
probably like,
yeah.
damn, we don't have nothing for this person to do today. Just go have them mark stuff down 2 cents. Like,
Can you imagine being the manager? Like, yeah, go mark all that down 2 cents.
yeah,
What? It's clearance price.
and I mean, I see that all the time. Like, half the time I don't even when I see clearance stuff, I don't even get excited because it's like, like I remember it used to be like clearance, like they would clearance stuff down, like it'd
Mhm.
be like a $20 figure
Oh
for
yeah.
like $4. Now it's like you're lucky if you get like $5 off.
well, well, was it? It's been like a month, right? I think it's been a month. Like Target had like, well, our Target, for instance, I knew things were on clearance because I've seen it pop up on other people's like Instagrams. So
Yeah.
I would like pick up something, go check it. I'm like, oh, it's on clearance. Okay. So our Target did not yellow tag anything. So literally everything just was on pegs. And I would pick something up, check it, and I'm like, oh, it's actually like $20 cheaper now than it was 3 days ago. Then I would buy it. So yeah, it was just very interesting, like how we'd see other collectors on Instagram posts like, oh, they have like the yellow tag. It was $24.99. Now it's 15.99 or $14.99. And I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go check mine. And I would be like, oh, it's $14.99 in the Bay Area, which is only like 3 or 4 hours away. I check it and it's actually like $5.98, and I'm like, oh crap, okay, I'm buying that.
There was stuff that you guys were finding on clearance that were finally just hitting my stores.
That's
So
so
like,
crazy.
yeah, like and like people, like there's those Power Rangers. Those are pretty much the same across the line on everybody's channel. But like, yeah, there was stuff you were like Spawn stuff, or you guys were getting. You guys are like, I remember that. There was a video where you both were at Target and you were finding all this stuff on clearance, and then I went to Target the next day, and like I finally found all that stuff, but it was like for the first time finding it, and it wasn't on clearance. Like it's just weird, like how I don't
Yeah, I
I don't
don't
know.
get it either. I feel
Yeah,
the same way. Like there's certain stuff, like for the most part, ones like that we've done the podcast with has been like the Midwest and to the East Coast. And they're like, oh yeah, you guys get everything first because you have the ports, blah blah. That may be true, but doesn't mean like where we live. We live very far northern California, 2 hours
Yeah.
from the Oregon border. So we get things, I should say, like I've seen things that ended up in the Southern California, the Bay Area, Sacramento area, and then next thing you know, it's in Phoenix, Arizona, and then I see it on the
Mhm.
East Coast before we see it in Northern California. It's very weird. Sometimes we'll get stuff before Southern California or anywhere else, and it's like very rare that happens, but it's happened. But yeah, Cyborg kind of runs into that problem too, where he's like, "Man, you guys got that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like I've seen like a ton of these already, and I'm kind of like sick of it." And then he'd be like, "We haven't even found them, or we haven't even seen them." And then all of a sudden, there'll be like a giant push full of something. I don't know. It's really weird how distribution works nowadays.
yeah. It is weird. Like I just saw someone post a picture about the the quarter scale cartoon Leonardo, and my pre-orders. I'm not going to get mine till October or November. Like, and I've seen somebody already get theirs. I'm like, good thing my
What?
channel doesn't really revolve around reviews because
You know, these reviews would be terrible.
I mean
Oh
they'd be
wow.
like 4 months late. Like everybody already.
Yeah. I was going to ask you
Huh.
because people, well, for me, I have yet to find this. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen or found that Walmart exclusive gold label Azrael Batman yet.
I've not.
Yeah, I have. I am like at my wits end trying to find that thing. Our store got two and have not got them since.
I think I just missed them the other day because uh, I got there. I got to a Walmart and it looked like they had just recently put out that you know shipper
Mm-hmm.
for the middle, with all the superpowers and stuff
Yeah.
in them. But all like the multiverse were pretty picked over already. But yeah, I haven't run into one yet.
Yeah, that the Black Adam multiverse ones. Yeah, there's not every shipper gets the cloaked Black Adam.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not everyone gets one of those. It's either Doctor Fate or that. So
Wow.
both the WalMarts I've been to, they've gotten Doctor Fate, and uh, someone, I think the Red Bluff one, they don't have the shipper out, but it's in the back. My cousin knows people at all these stores, and he was telling me, he's like, yeah, that shipper they have that has the Black Adam, the cloaked one. He's like, but I guarantee by the time it comes out, you won't see it. I'm like, yeah, probably not. So that's going to be something I'll have to order, which I don't want. I want to
Yeah,
find it.
that stuff irritates me too. It's like just put them all in there. Like what? Like you're
Yeah.
doing us a favor by sending a figure to the store. Like I remember I used to work when I worked at Toys R Us. It was like that too. Like I don't know. I just some of the shit that they do is just I don't know.
Toys R Us. God, I wish. I mean, that's come
I
back. It's
miss
just
I
Macy's.
miss Toys R Us so much. Like I didn't realize how much I would miss that store until it was gone.
Yeah,
Because
I miss it
I
all the
was
time.
there. I closed it.
Oh
I worked
wow.
there. Yeah. There was a lot of
You
shit I
know,
wish I would have bought on clearance too when they closed it.
I'm sure.
if I was ever a rock star, like a lead singer of a band, what I would do is one of my encore songs would be the I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys in Toys R Us that I can play with. I would have the whole crowd sing with me. I can see it in my head. It gives me goosebumps. It would be beautiful. It's never going to happen, but it would be fun. Be
It
like,
I think
still amazes
20,000
me.
people singing this song. Oh, that'd be dope.
Oh yeah. It still amazes
Hit,
me that they could let that company run into the ground. Like how?
yeah.
well, it's what were they? I can't think of this. I mean, I know, I kind of know what happened. I mean, it's the same thing that happened at Circuit City. They had a hedge fund buy out the company, and then they pretty much tanked it because they didn't care. That's the same thing that happened to Toys R Us.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
But now they have Toys R Us inside all of them. Yeah, I think all the Macy's have a Toys R Us now, and our Macy's has it, and it sucks.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
gonna
really?
be. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I
not.
think
It's not like going into Toys R Us. It's
I
different.
think eventually we'll see them again. It's just gonna take a while.
Yeah, I mean they only have one store, and that's in New York, in
Yeah,
Times
but
Square.
this Macy's stuff, I'm not gonna go out of my way to go there. I'm not gonna
No,
find anything there I want, so I'm not. There's no point. I mean,
true. Yeah, that's where Cyborg was able to find the whole Thor: Love and Thunder wave, and they had tons of every freaking figure, and I was like, dude, I can't find those for the life of me.
I see that's like the one Marvel Legends line I see everywhere, and I've seen everywhere since day one. Like,
Really.
yeah, I still see them everywhere.
Yeah,
It's
over
like I've been
here,
seeing those. I've been seeing the Black Panther line all over the place too.
yeah, we those just started dropping here. The Thor line, I think it was April it came out. Like our Target had one case because I remember seeing it. Our Target had one case, or Target and Walmart had one case. Target, someone bought the whole box because I was there when the guy was like opening it, and then this other collector was like, "Oh," and he just grabbed the box and took off and to go buy them all. I'm like, "Well, not going to see that again." Walmart was the
Wow.
same thing. Like my cousin was there multiple times when they put out the wave. He would buy some, and then some other collector would buy the rest. So when you buy them all, they replenish it, but it's just one case, so it sucked. But yeah, I mean, I got them all now, but now they're already going on clearance over here for $17, and then they'll be $12 or whatever, then $7 because no one's buying them. They're trying to make room for Black Panther and then the new waves that are coming out, the Spider-Man wave and all that shit. So yeah, we'll see. Well, before we go, I'm gonna give you the spotlight to pretty much plug your YouTube and your Instagram. So feel free, go for it.
Well, my YouTube and my Instagram are both under the same name, EC Collecting. Um, you haven't, go check it out.
There you go. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
I'll start following you.
Yep.
Subscribe, like, and comment. Right, the 3 things we have to do for the algorithm.
Yep. I try. For a while, I was doing that whole thing on every video, like, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't want people to be ramming that down my throat, so I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah, I don't do it. I don't do it
Once
now.
in a while, I say, if you haven't, think about subscribing. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
No, I get it.
But I would love for everybody to go out there and check out my YouTube channel.
But I wonder if that's a YouTube thing where they that's part of their algorithm.
It is.
They'll dock you if you don't say that.
I don't know about that.
But I guess technically we already said it. We could just mock it the whole time.
Pretty much.
I know. I think people think it helps them by saying it, but to me, like you're already watching my video, so you're gonna, if you like it, you're gonna subscribe or not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's for you or what.
I think it might be tricky to get the likes, the thumbs up. People just don't want to put a thumbs up on it. I've seen, like, especially like on Den of Nerds, he could have 1,000 people watching, but he's got like 298 likes, and it's
Right.
a live stream. I'm like,
Yeah, some people
how hard
are
is it?
really weird about that stuff,
I'm
like,
like, just go and. It's one of my first things. I'm just trained to do it, like on everything I know I'm gonna like already. Then some stuff I'll be like, oh, I'll think about it. Okay, I like it.
No, for me, for the most part, anyone I follow on Instagram that follows me back, that part I don't care. Like, if they follow me, they follow me. They don't. YouTube's kind of the same thing. They follow me, they do. They don't. But I like every video.
Inventory.
I watch every video that someone posts. I will like it just because, like, it's out of respect. Like, you subscribe to me, like, I'm going to give you the same respect back, and that's not for everybody. And I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. It's just that's just me. Like, you liked my page, I like your page, I like your content. Same thing. Like, it's just a respect thing for me. That's all.
Well, and I just feel like eventually, I like, kind of like me too, is like I've noticed I like my videos are getting better and better. So, I mean, eventually, hopefully, right now I have 200 and some followers. Like, I never thought that was ever going to happen. So,
nice.
I mean, I'm having fun doing it. So that's all I really care about. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all that matters. As long as you have fun. The main thing that I've had other people tell me, but I kind of already figured out, is just be yourself, be genuine. Don't cause drama, which I don't. And I'm not saying you do, but I know you don't. But yeah, just be friendly. And if someone's gonna talk shit, basically, I just don't subscribe to them anymore or like them anymore. That's
I just don't care. Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Right.
There's enough.
I didn't know we were still in high school, like bullying people.
Exactly. There's too much. There's enough of that shit in the world going on. That's the last thing we need to do on a toy community and a YouTube, because kids will watch this, and we don't. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
We're all grown adults. I mean, there's some that are shady. That's not an off-topic, like off-air thing to talk about, but there's some shady ass people in this community, and it sucks. And there's flippers that are pretending to be toy hunters that flip, and it's stupid. And I'm not that guy. I'm doing this because I like it. You're doing it because you like it. I enjoy what I collect. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just wanted to further. I don't know. I wanted to just further my collecting. Like, I figured, I don't know, everybody else, there's other people doing it. I can do this. I'm doing this already. Why not share it? Like,
exactly. That's why I got started.
Yeah.
Like, I already do this. Why not just share it? Yeah. Same thing.
I've thought about starting a YouTube channel for a long time. Part of me thought I couldn't do it, or, and I'm just like, why can't I do it? So I just did it one day. I was like, I'm doing it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's mind over matter, man.
Yep.
Just put yourself out there. You're gonna have thousands of people watch you or not.
Yeah,
And
seriously.
here we are. Here we
I
are on a
feel like
podcast now.
And every YouTuber I've watched, they've all said, just keep sticking it out. If
Yep.
you enjoy doing it, just keep doing it. Don't even worry about the subscribers. Like, if you do it long enough, they're gonna come. Like,
Yeah. Oh, like we were talking about this actually.
we're not doing anything different than anybody else. And I mean, just stick it out. Keep doing it.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Like all it takes is just one video to blow up everything. Like
Yeah.
good or bad. So
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Preferably
And I mean,
good.
you'll see what stuff you're doing is attracting more, and like I've already decided to cut some stuff out. Like, I'm not right now. There's no point in focusing on reviews because the people that are reviewing stuff, they're getting the stuff early from the toy companies anyway. So
Yeah.
True.
and I have more fun out there toy hunting and stuff anyway. So and it seems like more people like watching that. I don't know.
Yeah, because like if one toy collector does a review, there's going to be 10 to 20 more of the same figure, but someone else's opinions will be different. So yeah, I don't do reviews. I mean, I can and I will, but I just don't do them as often. I think I've done one on something from like 10 years ago. So like, who cares?
Yeah, I like to do I like the toy hunts and the toy hauls more.
Yeah.
I'm taking a crack at a diorama right now because
Sweet.
I've always wanted to do a custom diorama for all my my animated Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build it myself, so I'm starting that. Maybe
That's good.
I don't know. Maybe I'll factor that into my stuff somehow. I don't know. Just kind of winging it.
Hey,
it's extra content.
Yep.
Yep.
And you never know. You may end up having someone be like, "Dude, that's an awesome diorama. Do you
That's
sell?"
right. My son, he's supposed to be my other half of my channel. He's actually sitting right here. I tell him, I'm like, every time we go to the store and you get a toy, make that content for your stuff because I'm trying to get him more involved in the channel.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So he's kind of sleeping right now. Otherwise, I'd have to come over and say hi. But yeah.
Well, cool. Yeah, I mean that. I don't have anything else for tonight. If you have anything, feel free. This is the open platform. You don't silence anybody. No.
I think we hit all bases tonight.
Yeah. It was I mean, I enjoyed I know we haven't interacted much on Instagram, but yeah, this has been fun. Like, I like meeting if I can meet everybody, that'd be great. It's attainable, I think. But yeah, I mean, this has been fun. I mean, I'm glad that you reached out and asked about this. So you're more than welcome to come on. Like every guest, we tell them you're more than welcome to come on again.
Yeah, you ever need someone to fill in, just throw me a message. I'll come on and hang out with you guys.
Yeah, man. We're planning a couple things. I know BC's planning a game thing. A game. I don't know. Game night. I don't know how you want to explain that.
It's like coming along.
A game.
I'll start hyping it up. Let's see.
Yeah.
I gotta come up with a bunch of questions. I gotta do a bunch of research. I gotta then check out this Kahoot app you're telling me about. So we'll see. Oh, I got something to add though. So
what?
Carlos, what are you looking forward to coming out the rest of the year? I have one thing.
Damn it! You're gonna ask me this stupid question.
Yeah, because we end up on a rabbit trail. We got off the topic. I was like, oh, I got something to say. And I never came back.
What am I looking forward to the rest of the year? Okay, you go.
Yeah, what toy? Okay, mine is do my research on Super 7. I was like, why do they have Run DMC set? They've got all these other sets. I'm like, they need a Beastie Boys set. Well, it's coming.
Ooh.
But it doesn't say when. It says this summer, and we're still in summer. I don't know, I may have to go down to San Francisco and talk to them and be like, hey, where's the Beastie Boys at?
It'll probably just be in the stores one day.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
it'll
probably just be there. Another thing I'm looking forward to is the Judge Dredd High of Toys figures. I got them all pre-ordered. Every single one got pre-ordered.
Those look dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot about those too. Shit.
Yeah, I can't
Oh.
wait till those come out.
For me, oh gosh, dude, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
You want a Namor? Black Panther Namor?
I'm gonna get that, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not looking.
Ironheart?
No, I
No.
already have an Ironheart.
What about some I Am Groot, Baby Groot stuff? You know?
No, I'm over that. Shit.
Oh, I Am Groot.
Probably. Well, now they just announced the Ghost Rider retro
Oh,
Ooh, that'll be
Friday.
cool.
So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to the HasLab. That's probably going to be the car, the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider. I'm hoping that's what it is. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I've never backed a HasLab, but this may be the first one I ever do. So I would say that the Ghost Rider HasLab.
They just
That's
seem expensive. These HasLabs seem so expensive.
yeah, but man, that's almost worth it.
Like even that GI Joe one that everybody went crazy for, like, just that's a lot of money for what you're really getting. To be
300
honest,
what was
bucks.
it? What
that,
was
His
it?
tank.
that tank that everybody's going that went crazy for that tank.
That's a his tank. Yeah,
Yeah,
What like
I
the
mean,
one I
really,
saw today?
it's a 6-inch version though.
yeah, but still, I mean, for really,
Oh, okay, okay.
what is it, $200?
300. I think it was 299.
Or yeah, $300. I mean, really think about that. What you're getting for $300.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
know with prices of stuff nowadays. I mean, I bought I got the NECA turtle van coming. I mean that's the same thing. It's a lot of money for what you're really getting.
Yeah.
I
yeah. Wasn't
understand
that
it.
was that NECA van 300?
250.
250. Okay, that's. I mean, it's pricey, but yeah. I mean, you kind of have to have that if you have the turtles. It doesn't make sense not to have it.
Yeah, and if you didn't buy it through NECA, like you're screwed. Otherwise, those things are gonna be so expensive
Oh yeah, they're going to be on the secondary
secondary.
market. Yeah.
I just
Uh-huh.
like I don't know unless it's like I get it for the diehard GI Joe people because it's the same thing with the turtles with me. I mean, if you have that line and you're a diehard fan, you're gonna get it, and it's stupid to not get it then because it's gonna be like 500 later. But to think about it, you're holding
Yeah.
some plastic with some wheels on it for 300. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I mean, God, I mean, in the store that should be like a $50 freaking
Yeah.
playset or vehicle for 300. I mean, I'm being honest. At midnight on Sunday night, it was like 11:58, and I had one in my car, and I was like, "Do I do this or not? $300? What do I do? Am I going to get divorced over this? Probably." Took it out of my car. Took it out of my car. I'm like, "Yeah, hey, it says not worth that." To me.
And I mean, think about it, that one's more expensive than the NECA turtle van. You would think it would be reversed,
Yeah,
like
that's
you
true.
know,
Like NECA stuff's expensive, so
yeah.
yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Damn,
Well, and think about like the detail and stuff. NECA's a very detailed
true.
thing, compared to Hasbro. I'm not knocking Hasbro. I'm just, you'd think they would be reversed and 300 for that damn tank and
Yeah. I have a feeling that Ghost Rider, if that's what it is, because they already hinted that's what it is. If it's the car, it's going to be $300, guaranteed.
I
I'm
really
hoping it's not.
I like the Hasbro the Marvel Legend retro line. They've been doing like those Spider-Man ones and stuff. Like I really do like those. I do end up picking those up because that reminds me of my childhood for sure.
Oh yeah, that's my childhood
Nice.
in the '90s. The animated TV show.
I'll probably have to get all the X-Men one and yeah, those are cool.
See now you're going to the deep dark hole of
Yeah,
like Star Wars. I can't.
yeah.
Like I
That's why
pick
I
and
don't.
choose
Yeah,
Star Wars.
yeah. Well, Star Wars is a never-ending thing. Like they just keep redoing them. It just keeps going and going. Like those Star Wars collectors that have been collecting for like 20 years. Like, where do they put it all? Like, you just. I have 100 Boba Fett's. They got different cards.
Yep.
Like when do you
Yeah.
say I have enough Boba Fett's? Like,
There's no such thing.
I guess
No,
not. I
I
mean,
guess not.
I'm waiting for my sideshow Mythos Boba Fett is in the
That's
mail coming.
That's an expensive,
Yeah.
expensive
If
toy.
you haven't gone down the Hot Toys sideshow hole
Nope.
yet,
That's going to be a while before I go that route.
I
because once
peeked. I was a little mind blown. I was like, "Whoa, there, Tiger!"
and
Yeah.
they're all like twice, 3 times as expensive as they used to be when I started buying them. I used to get like a Hot Toys Predator for like $200. They're probably like 500 now.
Wow.
Yeah, hot toys are expensive,
Yeah,
and you have to have the room for those too. And I just don't like.
I
I'm
can't
an
wait
own.
for the new Predator. I want a new Predator so bad from Prey. I can't
It'll.
wait till we get
It's
those.
yeah, it's happening. If I was going to buy a hot toy, it would have to be a Spider-Man or a Captain America, and that would be it. I couldn't go down that hole of trying to buy every Spider-Man hot toy
It
or
once you have your
Captain
first
America.
one, it doesn't matter what you say you're not doing or doing. It's over. I
And
mean,
that's
you
coming
can.
from him because he knows. Because I just
Yeah,
oh
they're too amazing. You're just like, what? Why am I buying this other crap? Like, especially now with like pricing, like price it out. Like, you, yeah, that's why I stopped buying like the 7-inch stuff because I bought my first Hot Toys Predator, and I'm like, screw that stuff. Like, this stuff's amazing. Like, although I will take a NECA quarter scale Predator over a Hot Toys 6 scale Predator.
hmm.
Huh.
What's the cost difference in that?
Well, at the time, a quarter scale Predator was 100 from NECA, and we'll say 250 for a Hot Toys Predator at the
Okay.
time. It's just the detail and the
Hmm.
paint. NECA kills it like dead on,
Hmm.
like compared to. So yeah, I would take a quarter scale NECA over a Hot Toys.
Good to know. I just we don't have anything like that hot toys around here. I know they order them for the most part.
I
I
have to
know.
order them. We don't. The only store that did carry them by me was that guy I was telling you about, but he
Mhm.
died, and so they're gone.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
most of
yeah,
those are like the Bay Area. There's toy stores that carry hot toys, and there's toy stores in the Bay Area that I want to visit that I've seen for a long time online. I'm just like itching to go, so it's just finding the time to do it. Like that'll be one of the adventures that him and I go on. Hopefully, in the next few months, we'll see.
oh, there's actually I just found another store. There's a guy by me that has like Hot Toys and Sideshow, but it's nothing. He doesn't have like new stuff. It's like stuff that's been out. Like he doesn't.
Mhm.
When a new Hot Toys comes out, he doesn't stock it. It's just like a kind of like a secondary market type dude. But I don't
Hmm.
know.
Okay.
Still a cool shop. It's just
Like the flea market where everyone hoards stuff, and then they're like, "We're going to sell it for triple the price."
right, right.
Sure. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, if you have anything else,
No,
gentlemen, no.
I'm good.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you. Feel free to hit me up anytime, man. Like that's what I'm here for. Um, yeah, we'll have you on again. We'll reach out to you when we do the game thing. I think we decided October, so in a couple
Yeah.
months. But yeah, we'll reach out, keep in
Sounds
contact,
good.
message me whenever you want. Well, except for when I'm sleeping, obviously.
Aw.
I mean, you can, but I won't answer you till probably the following day. We
Just
have to have
call
our rest.
nonstop.
Yeah, call it nonstop.
Pull you up.
Wake up! There's a new Predator out. Damn it!
Right.
Go check your stores for it. I
Right.
will. I will. But no. But yeah, it was a pleasure having you on, man. I appreciate you
Yes. Thank
coming
you very
on
much.
and spending the time with us.
Oh, thank you for having me. It
Yeah, man.
was fun.
Anytime.
It
So
was
yeah,
fun.
we can talk toys anytime. But yeah, that's it for the Overgrown Third Graders podcast. This is EC Collecting. Go follow him on YouTube, on Instagram, watch his stuff, subscribe to it, like it, comment. I don't care. Let's do it all. We know the algorithm shit that needs to happen. Do that for all of our channels. Anyway, that's it for this episode. So we'll see you on the next one.
Thursday,
Peace
right?
out. Yeah, Thursday with Toy
Yeah.
Chats. So yeah,
Have a
peace out,
great
guys.
week.
Thanks for coming.
Later,
Thanks
y'all.
for.
Don't push the button.
I'm gonna push the button though, and the
Okay.
button